Hailing from Tunisia, the majority of modern Tunisians are of Arab-Berber heritage, and are speakers of Tunisian Arabic. However, there is also a small minority of non-Arabized Berbers. They primarily inhabit the Jebel Dahar mountains, which are located toward the southeast and on the island of Djerba. The Berbers predominantly speak Berber languages, often called Shilha or Tashlihit, or have shifted to speaking Tunisian Arabic. Nearly all Tunisians are Muslim. There is a Jewish population on the southern island of Djerba and Tunis. There also exists a small autochthonous group of Christian adherents. Population. Source: National Institute of Statistics and United Nations Statistics Division. Vital Statistics. Source: National Institute of Statistics. Genetic. While the vast majority of modern Tunisians identify themselves as Arabs, they are predominantly descended from Berber groups, with some Arab input. Tunisians are also descended, to a lesser extent, from other African, Middle Eastern and European peoples, specifically the Phoenicians, Punics, Romans, Vandals, Greeks, Hispanic, Italians, Turkish, Hurritan, and French. In sum, a little less than 20% of the genetic material comes from present-day Arabian Peninsula, Europe or sub-Saharan Africa. In fact, the Tunisian genetic distances to European samples are smaller than those to North African groups. This could be explained by the history of the Tunisian population, reflecting the influence of the ancient Punic settlers of Carthage, followed, among others, by Roman, Byzantine, Arab and French occupations, according to historical records. Notwithstanding, other explanations cannot be discarded, such as the relative heterogeneity within current Tunisian populations, and/or the limited sub-Saharan genetic influence in this region as compared with other North African areas, without excluding the possibility of the genetic drift, whose effect might be particularly amplified on the X chromosome. This suggests a fairly significant European input to Tunisian genetics compared to other neighboring populations. However, later research has suggested instead that Tunisians exhibit a mostly indigenous North African genetic makeup similar to other Maghreb populations, characterized by a high amount of native North African genes. Y chromosome listed here are the human Y chromosome DNA haplogroups in Tunisia. CIA World Factbook Demographic Statistics. The following demographic statistics are from the CIA World Factbook, unless otherwise indicated. Nationality: Noun, Tunisian. Adjective: Tunisian. Vital statistics: Age structure 0 to 14 years, 22.2%; 15 to 64 years, 70.5%; 65 years and over, 7.3%; 0 to 14 years, 23.2%; 15 to 64 years, 69.3%; 65 years and over, 7.5%. Net migration rate -0.41 migrant 1,000 population -1.78 migrant 1,000 population. Urbanization: urban population 67% of total population. Rate of urbanization 1.5%. Annual rate of change. Sex ratio at birth 1.07 male, female under 15 years, 1.07 male, female, 15 to 64 years, 0.97 male, female, 65 years and over, 0.96 male, female. Total population 0.99 male, female. Infant mortality rate 22.5 deaths, 1,000 live births. Life expectancy at birth. Total population 75.24 years, male 73.2 years, female 77.42 years. Ethnic groups: Arab 98%, European 1%, Jewish and other 1%. Religions: Islam 99.1%, other 1%. Languages: Arabic, French, Berber. Literacy definition: aged 15 and over can read and write. Total population 74.3%, male 83.4%, female 65.3%. The literacy rate among the Tunisian population increased greatly after its independence from France. According to the 1996 census data, the literacy rate of the last generation of Tunisian men educated under the French rule was less than 65%. For the first generation educated after independence, literacy in Arabic among males had increased to nearly 80%. Among the youngest generation included in the census, 96.6% were literate in Arabic. Among Tunisian women, the increase in literacy was even greater. The literacy rate among the last generation of women educated under the French was less than 30%. In the first generation educated after independence, this increased to just over 40%. For the youngest generation of women cited, literacy in Arabic had increased to slightly over 90%. Over 70% of women were also literate in French.